Good morning, students. So, today we are going to study about the Parliament of India. So, the Parliament is the legislative organ of the Union government, and also, according to the Article of 79 to 122 in Part 5 of the Constitution, deal with the organization, composition, duration, officers, procedures, privileges, powers, and so on of the parliament. So you all know the parliament is the one of the main important era of our country. All the decisions, all the meetings, agendas will be conducted in the parliament. Okay, so it's a privilege for our parliament is the privilege of our country. So we can divide this parliament into three types. What are they? They are president, Rajya Sabha, and Lok Sabha. So Rajya Sabha, it can also be called as the council of states, and the it is the upper house. Rajya Sabha is the upper house. At the same time, we can call the Lok Sabha as the house of the people, and it is also called as the lower house. Okay, so the differences between Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha is Rajya Sabha, we can call Rajya Sabha as the council of states, and the second point, it is the upper house, and the Lok Sabha, we can call it as the house of the people, and it is also the lower house. So first we can see what is Rajya Sabha and what are the functions of Rajya Sabha. So the first one is Rajya Sabha. Here the council of the state of Rajya Sabha consists of 250 members, and out of whom 238 represents the states and the union territories, whom are elected by the indirect election. So the Rajya Sabha people have 250 members. Among that 250 members, 238 members are from the state and union territories, and they are selected by the indirect elections, not by voting method. They are elected by the indirect election. Means what is the indirect elections? The uh, the people who are not directly elected by the people. Direct voting method is called the indirect election. Okay, and the remaining 12 members was nominated by the presidents from the persons who having special knowledge or practical experience in the field of literature, science, sports, art, and social services. So these are the members of the Rajya Sabha. Then we can see the functions of Rajya Sabha. So the main functions of the Rajya Sabha are any bill except the money bills can be approved by Rajya Sabha to get into pass. So if they taking if the agenda is taking any decisions except money bill, all the bills has to be passed or get signed from this Rajya Sabha members. Okay, so if the bill gets stuck for more than 6 months, then president calls for the joint section of both the houses to resolve the deadlock. So if any problems or if any delay in the bill means, what the president will do, he will call both the house members, and they ask them to solve that problem and make that bill to pass quickly. So all this will happen in by the Rajya Sabha members. Then second point is, it has the same power as Lok Sabha for passing any bill for constitutional amendment. So at same of Lok Sabha members, these Rajya Sabha members also have the same power of passing the bill. So that means if for passing any bill in the agenda, they have to be passed by the Rajya Sabha members. So third point, the members of Rajya Sabha have the electoral power for selection of president and vice president. So the president and vice presidents will be selected by the uh, Rajya Sabha members. So this the members of Rajya Sabha has the power to select this president and the vice president. The next fourth point, it has power in the impeachment procedure of president and judges of Supreme Court and High Court. So not only the power of uh, appointment, and also they have the power of impeachment power also for the president, and also for the judges, and also for the high court members. Then fifth point, Rajya Sabha has the power to make a state list subject to national importance. If two-third majority of the members of Rajya Sabha passes a resolution to support it, Rajya Sabha can also create or abolish any Indian state. So this for any for taking any decisions, if the Rajya Sabha members, among the Rajya Sabha members, two-third of the members, if they agree that decisions means it can be passed. Okay, so Rajya Sabha members has the power to create any decisions and also to dissolve any decisions. Okay, so like these are the functions of the Rajya Sabha members. Then we can see about the Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha is the popular house of Indian Parliament and contains elected representatives of the people. And here this Lok Sabha has totally has how many members, means 543 members, and these 543 members are elected from different states, and that means among that 543, 530 members will be elected from different states and 13 members from the union territories. Okay, so these members are selected directly by the people. These Lok Sabha members are selected directly by the people. At the same time, Rajya Sabha members are not directly selected by the people. They are elected by indirect elections. Lok Sabha members are elected by the direct elections. Okay. So the functions of Lok Sabha, so same like Rajya Sabha, here the Lok Sabha member, here only all the bills will be passed, including the money bills. So but in Rajya Sabha, except money bill, all the bill can be passed, but here in Lok Sabha, including money bill, they has the power to pass all the bills. Then second point, it has the same power as Rajya Sabha to participate in case of impeachment of president and judges of Supreme Court. Then third point, it has equal power as Rajya Sabha in passing any bill for constitutional amendment. So same like the Rajya Sabha functions, it also have the same functions of like to uh, to to pass any bills, same like Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha also has the equal power. Then next point, the Lok Sabha members also have the power to select the president and also the vice president. Then next point, motion of no confidence can only be introduced in Lok Sabha. If it is passed, then the Prime Minister and other Council of Ministers need to resign from their post. So the if the majority will the majority party, if they think means they can able to make the prime minister and the other minister to resign by the Lok Sabha members. Okay, so motion of no confidence can only be introduced in Lok Sabha if it is passed. If the majority members passed means they have the power to make the prime minister resign their post. So this is about the functions of the Lok Sabha. So already we learned to see about the functions of Lok Sabha, then functions of Rajya Sabha. Here the power and functions of the Parliament. So the Parliament of India has the functions of legislation, overseeing of administration, passing of budget, then ventilation of public grievances, discussion of various subjects like development plans, international relations, and internal policies. So in the parliament only, all the discussions will be going on for taking any decisions for the government, like any they have the for passing any budget, and for their for any plans for the peoples, and for any development plans in each subjects. Then how the international, that means foreign relationships, and all the policies will be um, discussed, and this parliament has the power to make all this into actions. Okay, so second point, when the parliament is also vested with the power to impeachment the president, that means the parliament has the power to remove or to impeach any judges or presidents, supreme court judges, court, everything. Then chief election commissioner and comptroller and auditor general of India, in accordance with the procedure laid down in the constitution. So according to the procedure of our constitutions, our parliament has the power to impeach and remove the president or the judges, or dissolve the high court, or we can able to remove the chief election commissioner and comptroller, and also the auditor general. Okay, then next one, the parliament exercise control over the executive through asking questions and supplementary questions. So the parliament will always control, he will always make a power over the our executive, like they will ask questions. You can say in the parliament, right, that while in the discussion times, all the both the party, that means not both the parties, all the party members will sequentially ask the questions, and the discussions and the agenda will happen in the parliament. So they will ask questions, and they will moving actions of adjournment, discussing and passing resolutions. So any decisions means they will discussed in the parliament. So for regarding any important for any regard important bills, or regarding any money bills, and to be passed for our country, will be discussed in the parliament. Okay, so always the parliament will hold an controlling power over the executive part. Then the parliament has the power to change the boundaries of the state. So the parliament also have the power to extend the boundaries of the states of India. So these are the power and functions of parliament. So this all about for today's class, guys. Thank you.